Okay, so I will be posting another video here soon after I'm done with the event at this local library for the coloring pages for the game. But in the meantime, I work on the book, which several videos ago I said, oh, I'll read the book and maybe show some of the images. I don't think that's going to happen at this point. But at the very least, here are the images, or at least one image that I've been working on. So the process with these images was with pencil, sketching them out onto some, what would you say, sketch paper in a sketchbook. They have kind of yellowy pages to them. So I usually have to go in and make them, I don't know what you would call this. I don't know if any color is actually ever pure. So white, a whiter white, titanium white maybe? Or is that a cool white? I don't know. Anyway, so I sketch it out on paper. I do a lot of erasing, crazy amount of erasing. Then I scan them into a computer, email them to myself, download them. And from what I've read, you shouldn't be coloring in every single page. You leave some of the pages as sketches and only finish a few of the pages, which may inevitably be changed. I think it was 48 stanzas, and I may have made a mistake by making one image for every single stanza. So I've got 48. Well, actually, I've got over 48 images. I've got, I think, 52, including the front cover, the back cover, and the, what are they called? The end pages, which there are front end pages and back end pages, which are when you open up a book, you don't open it up to chapter one immediately, right? You open it up and there's the copyright pages, then there might be a dedication page, then there might be a second title page. Those are the end pages. I think they're called end pages. Anyway, so I may have made a mistake by doing one image for every single stanza rather than doing what they call a spread, which is an image across two pages. When you look into a picture book, you can see one big image. I didn't do that. That may have been a bad choice. I like it that way because it makes it feel more like a movie where you could flip through the pages very quickly and the images really tell each scene, which is very concerning because I've worked very hard. It would really suck to not get any anybody to pick this thing up. So, because I've got the 48 pages, let's say you've got a 24-page book, and so you do 12 spreads. Usually you're asked to do about three spreads, and maybe the front cover. But because I have so many, I've decided to go closer to 9 or 12. 12 including the front cover and title page. Because I have so many images and I want it to seem like, okay, this person compensated for the fact that they have so many images, so they've explained that they understand the quantity of work and that they're willing to execute on that. We're a little in here, but as you can see, I'm going through and just trying to get all the spots, which takes quite a bit of time. I don't have all the spot placements memorized, so I have to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And this is not the finished page. This is just the what is it called when you're painting a painting? I don't know if it's called underlayer. That doesn't sound right. Base layer? No. Underpainting, I think is what it's called. So this is just the underpainting. And if you go and check out, there's a live stream I have where I'm coloring in a page. And that is the title card for the video game that's going into the pitch deck. And you can see there in those videos this process taking place where I didn't show the sketching of it. I do think that I showed the inking. So that was this process where I sketched it out, then scanned it. In that situation, I inked it, then scanned it in again, I believe. And I do that just in case I mess up too much. I can always print out another page and just redo it. But after that, I go in and use photopea to give that underpainting base layer. And what that helps me do is vary the, I guess you'd call them hues, because I use a very limited set of colored pencils. So here I can get this, you see the background grass is a yellow green, then you see that the tiles, the platforms are a bluish green, a teal, and then the trolls themselves have a teal-like look to them, but they're not as blue-green. I have them somewhat light. That way I can get a shading going on where there are tinted areas and shaded areas. So all the values here, because there are enough reference points, it makes it look far more saturated than it really is. Once I add the colored pencil on there, it will be legitimately very saturated. And then it'll have the nice highlights and shades, shading and tints. Jeez. So this is what I'm doing with most of my time at this point, aside from the little bits of finishing up the game and prepping for the pitch deck, which is almost done because the final demo here of the game is almost complete. On the 9th, I have this event at the library, which I'm very excited about. Hopefully, too many people don't show up. It would actually, less is more in this situation. And that's it. I've got 2-3 more of these images to do. Then I have to print them out, color them in, bind them together digitally into a PDF, and we'll be done. I won't be able to show you much more of the book because then it sort of counts as self-publishing. I had to look that up. But in the meantime, the 9th is right around the corner, and I'll probably be posting another video soon to let you guys know how that went. So I'll talk to you then.